SheGlam is known for its affordable prices, but also being very comparable to some very good quality makeup brands out there, so stick around for the dupes that I have to share with you. Starting with the primer. Now, right off the bat, I will say the quality of the packaging is amazing. Great quality, feels expensive, but nothing cost me more than $10. Can you believe that? Now for the primer. So right off the bat, I know that SheGlam had a couple of primer options. I went with the Good Grip. I just like this one because it was more of the hydrating primer. And it feels good quality. I love that it doesn't have too much of a scent either, because sensitive skin over here could have some issues. And one thing about SheGlam is that it is a cruelty-free, mostly vegan product line, which I absolutely love. So now that the primer's going, it feels good, not too sticky, a little bit sticky, but nothing of like poor quality. Next, we have the foundation stick, and I'm super excited about this because, like I said, this has been all over my For You page, and I've never used a foundation stick. I went with the color Sand. Now let's just take a moment for this packaging. It's adorable. It just feels nice, feels very just quality, and I love that. I am here for that. Buying makeup online is very hard, but let's hope it works. Oop. Oh. For those who don't know, SheGlam is a Shein-owned company, but like everything else, you can buy on Amazon. So I actually bought on Amazon just because shipping is faster, and I wanted it ASAP. The prices were still amazing. Oop, not what I wanted. Let's use a foundation brush. Okay, right off the bat, this is awesome. Like, I love that even just a swipe of a foundation stick feels like great coverage. It blends so good, and honestly, that color is perfect. I absolutely love finding affordable price makeup that is great quality, because I don't always want to wear my high-end makeup on an everyday just to run errands or be out and about, or even like be outside in the backyard where I want to have a little bit of makeup on just for like myself throughout the day, but I don't want to be wearing my expensive makeup. So finding something under $10 that looks this good, I am here for it. Okay, that is a 10 out of 10. I am so impressed. Wow. Now I'll have all this makeup linked down in the description. That way you can go check it out, see for yourself, maybe even place a little order. And I will say that color matching was a lot easier than I thought, just based on a good guess. Now on to the concealer. I went with the Like Magic 12-Hour Full Coverage Concealer. I went with the color Nude. Like I said, matching online is kind of hard, but this one felt right. So let's hope we got as lucky as we did with the foundation. It's a little bit light, but I'm obsessed with this packaging. It's just so clean, but feels sturdy, does not feel cheap at all. And what do you know? Color looks good, and I think a little goes a long way. Okay, I just have to applaud myself for guessing this good on my colors. That is amazing. This concealer covers up really well. My biggest insecurity are my under eyes, and I do have some acne scars that I love to cover up, especially with makeup, because you know, makeup can do anything. Okay, I love that. That just matches perfectly. I'm so happy with that. I might add a smidge more. My lighting is kind of deceiving sometimes, but I like a little bit of an extra bright eye, just so I look a little bit more awake. There we go. Next, we have the Sun Sculpt Liquid Contour. And I went with the color Warm Honey. New makeup is always so fun. But let's take a moment for this adorable packaging. So now we have this liquid contour. This tiny little brush is a little bit intimidating. This Warm Honey looks about right. I do like a bit of a darker brown. You can, oh. I guess it's kind of like that dot. Let's start with a dot and go from there. Okay, that color is perfect. All of this has been so good. How excited can I be? I hope you're feeling as excited as I am because everything has been such good quality, perfect color matching, just what I love, and these prices are unbeatable. SheGlam, you are amazing. Now, when I go in with my contour, I like to kind of see the letter C, my face, just because I feel like it adds kind of definition. And because my forehead is so small, I don't go across the top. I kind of just keep it on the side. And sometimes I think my contour brush is a little big for my face, but then I just blend it some better and then it's all good. This is so exciting. If you can't tell, I'm excited. Next, we have the Color Bloom Liquid Blush. And here is our first dupe. This liquid blush is a dupe for the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush. Now, to be very specific, this color Love Cake is actually supposed to be similar to the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush under the name of Happy. And so let's see how similar it is to the Rare Beauty. And if you watch my Rare Beauty makeup video where I'm only using Rare Beauty brands, you know that I'm obsessed with the liquid blush. You cannot beat it. But let's hope that this $5 blush can beat the Rare Beauty price. One dot. One dot. Okay, it's very pigmented. That's good. That's what we want. Now we're gonna go in with the blush brush. Here we go. And just blend that in. Now, right off the bat, it's very easy to blend. It's very smooth. The color is gorgeous. That is so pretty. Now, I typically like more of a pop of color, like in the apple of my cheek. I think that's what they call it. And then kind of blend it back. Okay, what does everyone think of all of this so far? I am so happy with how everything's turning out. I don't know about you, but let's move on to see how good everything else is of SheGlam. So next we have the setting powder, the SheGlam setting powder called Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. Now this is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder, which if you've ever used Huda Beauty, you know that can be a little bit pricey, and this little jar is only $6. You can't beat that price. Let's see how good it works. Now right away, I love the packaging, the quality. I did go with the translucent color just because I don't want to add any more color to my face, especially when I'm wearing foundation. Okay, we got it open. Why did I do that? I thought that was just plastic. So let's open that up. It comes with these two pieces. I just tapped that, not realizing that that was actually product. Then we have the loose powder on the bottom, okay, which is more of a setting powder. Now I'm gonna go with this being the eye setting powder, and we'll use a little sponge. So we'll go right with the little sponge. Oh, it's a little too white. Okay, so here is the under eye setting powder and here is nothing. I know it's supposed to be a little bit of a brightening effect, and yes, I do think it helps, but I also think that it kind of takes away from the concealer. So I almost think I needed a little bit more under eye concealer, but that looks pretty good. Now I'll go in with a brush with the loose powder. Now we go in with the brush, and I like to use a big fluffy brush for a really good loose powder. That way I feel like it adds more of like that airy look to your face. And I'll just go over lightly over my whole face. And I kind of go in the direction that I want. So like my contour, I'll go up and I'll kind of lift it, and I feel like it keeps its shape, if you will, and doesn't kind of rub the makeup in another direction. Okay, you guys, another 10 out of 10. You cannot argue that this $6 setting powder is not worth every penny. So next we have the all-in-one mascara. Now, my first thought was I'm not a big fan of waterproof mascara, but I could not find just a regular mascara. So we're gonna give it a shot. I do like that it's double-ended. I think that's an awesome feature because I find like if you're going through mascara so fast, it gets a little bit annoying. For this, you have double the options. One side is a skinny wand brush, and the other side is a thicker, depending on what you like. I prefer this style of a mascara brush. I just feel like it's what works for me my whole life. So I stick with it. Now I went with the black as usual, and I normally wear an eyeliner, but let me tell you, finding an eyeliner from SheGlam was almost impossible. So I'm just gonna throw in a quick drugstore product eyeliner just to give it the full effect for the mascara. Okay, so now let's try out this mascara. I'm super excited because finding a mascara is not always the easiest, and this is a dupe for the Benefit Black Mascara. Okay, so I know I said that the skinnier brush was definitely more of something that I use, but I don't feel like it's doing what I'm used to as far as how much mascara it's putting on. So I'm gonna try the thicker wand and see if that is better for my lashes. And I feel like this is why I don't love waterproof mascaras, because I don't feel like it goes on as quality. So this mascara from SheGlam is not for me. I'm definitely going to pass on this one and would definitely recommend passing. But let's finish up my makeup just so I can complete the look using only SheGlam. Okay, so now that I've battled to put that mascara on, I just have to say that that mascara is so hard to use. This is not a 10 out of 10 for me. This is probably a 1 out of 10, only because it'd be good by the pool and it is less than $10, but that's gonna be a no for me. But let's move on to my favorite makeup product, and that is the SheGlam Soft 90s Glam Lip Liner and Lip Duo. Now I went with the color Pouty Nude. I just feel like you can't go wrong with the nude. And the fact that it comes in a duo is just a win-win. But also, it has a lip liner, and then it has a lip oil, but also a lip gloss all in one. Like, this right here is the perfect little duo that you need in your purse. And this color is absolutely beautiful. Like, look at that color. I'm in love. I don't know if you can even see that. Here we go. Love, 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 love. Now I love a good lip. I will wear absolutely no makeup and still wear lip liner and lip gloss. Don't judge me. But I just feel like a good lip makes your whole face look put together. Right away, this color is beautiful. I naturally have more of a pink tinted lip already, which makes me just love the nude so much, because if I just want a good natural look and have a little bit of pink, it's easy. But with a nude lip, I really get like a good bold lip. So I like to underline just a little bit off the edge, just so that way it kind of perks my lip up just a little bit more. And then I really like to emphasize the Cupid's bow. I just think it's really just such a feminine feature of the lip. Absolutely beautiful. And now we'll go in with the colored lip gloss. Woo, that was not what I was expecting, a little too much. But let's see if we can blend it really good and then maybe do something with the oil. Okay. So that is more of like the matte lip gloss. I did not realize it was matte, which makes sense of why now they have this clear lip gloss. Okay, so as you can see, it's becoming more nude, so it really softens. And then we will go in with the, if I can get open, with the gloss. So I'm not loving the lip gloss color. It looks a little orange to me, not my thing, but this lip liner is 10 out of 10, and I feel like the lip oil to really just gloss up your lip would look so pretty blended in with this lip liner. So there's the look. Let's take this out and let's see the final look. I'm obsessed with all the face products. I think SheGlam, you are worth every dollar. I'm so excited to keep buying more of the products just for some easy everyday looks, and we will see you in the next video.